A lifetime of hard work, children laughing in the kitchen, family photos on a restaurant wall, a legacy that lives on. It all comes from the power of a conversation, like the one Tommy Hall had with First Horizon Bank about taking over his father's Charleston-based restaurant business. Now the table is set for a whole new generation. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/Tommy. First Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, the Monday show. I know. You're super excited, and so are we. I'm Rapid Dave, and next to me is Alan. Hey, say hi, Alan.
Hi, Alan.
What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, fine. It's just been a train wreck of a day, kind of. And my mustache, I feel like it needs to go out a little bit. Hold on, let me. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Mustachio.
It's just been a hell of a day, and I grabbed the wrong beer, even promoted the wrong beer, talked about the wrong beer. So tell us, what are we having tonight, bud?
So we're having from Texas, Canada. No, I'm joking. That was the other one. This is from Busted Sandal Brewing Company in San Antonio, Texas. We're gonna have Fire Pit Wit. It's a Belgian style wit beer. I love the can.
Yeah. Love the colors.
The can is awesome. Here on the back, we got some words on the back. A refreshing and flavorful Belgian style wit beer made with fresh ginger root, coriander, fresh Texas red grapefruit peel, and sweet orange peel. 25 IBUs and 5.3% alcohol by volume. Let's go. Shout out to Headhuntins in the house.
Mm-hmm.
We got Saber, Code Red. Lizzie's in the house. My Beer 30. What's going on? You ready to crack this bad boy open?
I am. I was actually trying to tag them to let them know, hey, we're about to do give you a little beer review. They'll check it out and whatnot. Can't find them on Instagram. I don't know. That's all I'm at. Huh. So ready to go. My Beer 30. What's shaking?
They are on the gram because I tagged them when I went there.
Now I've got my Dallas Stars because we're playoff pushing it, baby. Let's go Stars. So, yeah. I would normally, if I had time, I would use my draft top, which I highly recommend to anybody who wants to live that topless life.
Who doesn't want to live topless?
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. It's been a busy day, man. It's been a busy week. It's only, was it Monday? It's Monday. Oh.
You can't say it's been a busy. We're a day in.
I'm already done.
We're still in the first day.
We're still on the first day. I'm not looking forward to the rest of it. It's just too much going on.
Downhill from here. That's not good when it's all downhill from Monday.
Oh,
when you're like, oh man.
All right, so
it's Monday to slow down because I don't want to get to Tuesday.
Okay, I mean it smells like a Belgian, wheat. Oh, look at the nice little. It's haze, a nice golden haze color, semi-transparent. Got a good head on it, white. Pretty carbonated. I hard poured it quite a bit. That's when it's a shit week, when Monday feels like a whole, it's just, but I think about everything else that's going on, right? And so right now, my kid flew in from college and he's here for the week, right? So it's like, what are we doing? And it's like, all right. So we got baseball games. We got, they want to go ice skating, Top Golf, go to the casino. I'm exhausted. And all I did was go to dinner today. That's it. All right. Old School Wizard in the house. Old School Wizard, I just actually bought today. I got my hands on the actual prize that we will be giving out to for the Squads League, right? So got it. It's ready, locked and loaded, and also gave away 1,000 V-Bucks, I think last Saturday or so, a couple days ago during his stream. So, we're fully supporting him. He's fully supporting us. We're growing. Everybody's growing, having a good time, and it's been nice. It's been nice. Let me take a picture of this.
Yeah, take a picture, Did you take a drink yet?
Have not. I'm enjoying the aroma.
It's very, very light. Very light.
Oh, man, that's, it smells like it would have a little bit more something, right? It's missing something. It dissipates quite quickly.
Yeah. And I mean, it's only 5.3% alcohol by volume, so it's not high on the ABV scale. What is going on, Mr. Shane, a.k.a. the Horny Gnome?
Horny Gnome in the house, what up? Watching UConn thoroughly take San Diego State to the shed and just beating them, just F out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, just crushing
them. I just got home a little while ago, so I completely forgot the game was on.
There we go. Now we're talking.
What are we looking at score-wise?
I don't even know. They were up by like 15 or 20 a minute ago. 15, I think. I can give you they're at halftime, so I got to wait for the halftime talk with no one wants to shoo away Tracy Wolfson, I'll tell you that. We need more TV time for her, and she needs every second of it. There's one guy walking off the court. He looks absolutely shocked. Like, he's like, yeah, no, we were beating everybody when we got here. But I was like, yeah, you ran into a pretty good team. 36-24, so not that bad. Low scoring game.
Not that bad. Yeah.
You're down by 12. I took the under on this one. It was a max play.
Yeah. What was the under?
132, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, hammer the S out of that. Yeah.
So I don't know what to think about this beer, and I don't know if it's giving me heartburn. Something's going on here.
It's not giving you heartburn, okay?
So was it the fried pickles, onion rings, and 4 Millers that I had at Boomer Jack's?
I mean, that might have played a role.
Man.
It's not the beer that you've taken one sip of. Like, you don't take a sip of something and go, oh, man, I've got heartburn from this.
Sometimes. Hate to admit it, but watch the women's national championship game. Caitlin Clark is a beast. She wasn't a beast on the championship game, was she?
Yeah.
All the other team could do, well, one, the refs won the game. Let's just go ahead and say that. There's never been a more challenged, more questionable game, I think, in like the history of sports, because Twitter erupted. Yeah. They were not calling any fouls against who did they go against? LSU. All fouls, like, for any reason at all. I mean, if you squeezed a fart out on the free throw line, that's a technical. I mean, they were just like, Iowa was playing with one hand behind their back, and like the other hand was, they had the claw. I love fried pickles as well, Clint. Love it. I get heartburn from a few sips of beer all the time. It happens. And this is one of those beers. San Antonio. So tell me about this place.
So this wasn't their actual like main location. So they have like their main room, and this was just like a separate tap room. It wasn't even in San Antonio. It was like on the outskirts of San Antonio, and like I don't even know what city I was in, honestly.
So you were at a satellite location.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was in a cool little area where it was like a bunch of like almost like tiny houses.
Oh,
would be the best way to describe it. And they were all like separate little businesses and things like that. And there was a couple of restaurants that were there too. They had string lights going all over the place. So like, it was cool because like I was there with the kids and took them to get ice cream. And right across from where the ice cream was Busted Sandal, their little location. They only had 2 beers in can that was canned. And then they had, I think they had like 8 different beers on tap or something like that. Went ahead and got a flight. It was okay. You had to get into some of the more complicated stuff, I felt like, to get some stuff that really had some taste and flavor. Like I had some of their lagers and pilsners, and they were just kind of there. Mm-hmm. But like I had an IPA and a Hefeweizen that were delicious.
Okay.
Doesn't know what city he was in. Sounds good. It was just outside. It was like a suburb of like San Antonio.
Anthony, how we doing?
It's just one of those things.
I mean, is this your first Allen story? He doesn't really have a lot of facts. It's kind of like
this was like a month ago too.
Like I don't know, I was in like South Texas. Now, granted, Texas is huge. You probably, unless it stated somewhere, you know what I mean? Like if it sounds like a smaller town, right? And you said you were in like a tiny home little village. Someone might know what part of Texas that is, because if it's like a small home type thing, we're currently
San Antonio.
It's a Belgian style wheat beer from it's Busted Sandal Brewing Company, San Antonio, Texas. Fire Pit Wit.
Yeah. Like I said, it's one of those where like if we went 3 blocks over, we were in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 blocks over, it's a suburb. So it's like being in like Fort Worth, but you're in North Richland Hills, or Dallas, but you're in Carrollton or whatever. It's one of those things.
I got you.
It's a little city on the outside.
I feel you.
So.
I'm actually trying to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll take a peek. But yeah. No, it says San Antonio.
I am picking up the grapefruit. I think that's kind of the flavor profile that's sticking out the most to me with this. But it's still I would like a little bit more. I would like a little bit more flavor.
It's so damn light. It's so, I don't even want to say watery. I feel like it would be disgraceful to say that, but it almost, you know what it reminds me of? An NA beer. A non-alcoholic version of this beer.
Some, yes. Yeah. More flavor, though. Let's see here. I'm trying to find their...
I gave a shout out to My Beer 30. My Beer 30 came with that follow. Thank you so much. And then a couple days ago, we have Fire Zit Gaming. Appreciate it.
Halotes.
Halotes what? You mean Hello Day?
That's a city. Hello.
Oh, okay. No problem at all.
Halotes.
Yeah, Lotte.
Yep.
Oh, cool. What can you do? I'm initially. This is a great, super light, not a lot going on, super poundability, like just crushable beer.
Just sitting out on a summer day, just crushing beers by the pool.
Yeah, which you don't get a lot of those with wit beers. Sometimes the wit beer will have a little extra, like you said, it's missing something, right? It's something a little, and it will be a little bit on maybe just a sour or tart side. I don't know. It's one of those wheat beers, these wit beers. It's strange. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
And typically when you have a beer that beer or just anything that has that ginger root in it, you definitely pick up a lot of that ginger flavor. I'm not really picking that up with this. Like
I got a little bit of ginger.
I'm not really getting it. Anything. I've been sick for a couple of days, haven't been able to kick it yet, so I haven't tried to drink yet. Oh, buddy. I'm sorry.
I've been sick for like a month. I've had a cough for like 2 months now. It's driving me crazy.
I'm telling you, you got the hivy.
I'm telling you, I got to stop going to certain sides of town, I think I got to just stay at home, behave myself, quit doing that.
Do you think it was Dave & Buster's?
Probably. Oh, my God. Dave & Buster's sucks so bad. I don't even want to talk about it tonight. I want to talk about it on a Wednesday when I'm good and liquored up, and I go full bore, and we just get kicked off of everything. For Dave & Buster's. All for Dave & Buster's. God, it sucked.
You're ready to end it all for Dave & Buster's.
God, it sucked. And it was WrestleMania. Did you watch WrestleMania?
No.
They had it on. I was like, shit, this is pay-per-view. I was like, they got it on right now. I was like, so we're watching it. There's John Cena. He comes out, and I saw Snoop Dogg. There was a couple other people that I saw wrestling and stuff. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but it's, I've seen some clips on the TikTok. I saw Pat McAfee out there, George Kittle, and they were pulling off some pretty high-risk maneuvers. Like, I saw McAfee jump off the top rope, not even into the ring, like out of the ring. And I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm. That's like stuff. But spiking fever of 102, so I hope we get better, and I'm feeling like, oh, man, that's tough. I don't know the last time I had 102, but I'm pretty sure I didn't like it. So 90% sure I did not enjoy that. It was too damn hot. Like, I'm sweating now just thinking about it. Right? Like, Jesus. You would be sweating if you had it just. And then WrestleMania was a 2-night event too. Like, it was two different nights. Really? It was Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. Holy crap. Why was it 2 nights? I don't know. And why didn't Elisa and Brian tell us about that? Like, maybe they were talking our ears off about WrestleMania. You guys got to come. It's going to be great. Blah, blah, and just talking to it. Didn't tell us it was a 2-night event. Maybe it just went late into the night where it rolled over to the next day. No, it was 2 different nights. So people who went to WrestleMania this year, So April 1st and April 2nd. April 1st, you had 80,497 people in SoFi Stadium. The next night, 81,395. Holy moly. Yeah. So you had the, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship looks like the highlight of the night. And then for the April 2nd, so Sunday night, You had the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Woo! That's a lot going on. That's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Because I remember seeing Jeff,
Snoop Dogg and The Miz was crazy.
He was posting about how, after the first day, he's like, first night of WrestleMania is great. I can't wait to see how they followed up tomorrow with night 2. And I'm like, what do you mean night 2?
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
You probably know the feeling. Sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.
Never heard of Night 2.
Like, is this like a 4-game series or something like that? What we got going on here? Is it best of 3? Is that what we got going on? I don't know.
Something. You got to have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's going to be a blowout. There's no way. My head feels like it's burning. Dude, at 102, it feels like it would be like catching fire. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeesh. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and I don't know what to do because I'm almost through the first one. Because it's so damn light. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to move on to the second one, but I'm 15 minutes in. It's like let's just get these things. I don't know, get it over with. I guess there's for this beer, and it's no shot against anybody or no shot against Busted Sandal either. These guys, this beer is just a super light,
really light.
What's the ABV? Did you even say it was like 3 or 4?
5.3.
5.3, my ass. There ain't no way. And it says it's got 25 IBUs. No way. Yeah. We got the wrong beer.
This is just typically with your wit beers, they're not this light. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what's throwing us for a loop.
Yeah. Have a good night. Get some rest.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Anthony. Yeah, get some rest, man. Get to feeling better.
Yeah. Oof, that's tough. I remember the last time I was like sick.
Dude.
I had to go to the hospital, I think it was. Last time I was like actually sick. All right. Because I think I ate lettuce and I got salmonella. I was the only asshole ordering a salad in a steakhouse.
Yeah, salmonella from lettuce?
Yeah, isn't that what you get from lettuce? What was that shit that was going around? Like on lettuce. Lettuce was dirty or something like that, and then all hell broke loose?
I don't know. I don't think it's salmonella, though.
Sounds like it's from chicken.
Salmonella is from chicken.
Yeah. It was something like that. E. coli.
E. coli?
Maybe.
Okay.
They had something. They call it the Rapid Dave. They call it the Rapid Dave Buster, and it just beats the shit right out of me. Like I was just dying.
Yeah, because like not E. coli, but like salmonella. When you get that, that's coming out both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Typically at the same time. That's where you just pull up a squat in the bathtub and you just.
Sounds like what I had then. And I hope everybody's
and just.
Hope everybody's enjoying themselves tonight. Yeah. I know it was one of those. I've been my first. Let's see. I used to get the flu every year at work. I haven't had the flu. Knock on some wood here. Let me. For a little while now because I haven't been at work during flu season. Right. You avoid work and these other jerks that come into work sick. There's no bigger asshole on earth than a person that shows up sick to work. There is no one that just. My God. Drives me crazy. And I get sick every year. Who was it? My boss. My boss came in and he was like sick. This is like, years ago. This guy's gone now. And it was like, you're sick? He goes, no, I'm fine. I'm like, you look like you're sick. And he's sneezing and shit all the time. And so me and the other two people on the team were like, he calls a meeting and one of them goes, I'm not going into any closed room with you. It's like, I go, damn. I go, that's how I feel, but I didn't say that. But yeah, no, I second that. And he still got me effing sick. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And it did. It wiped me out.
Yeah.
See if I think I have COVID. Don't want to say it, but just hope for the best. Yeah, we're hoping for the best, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Get some rest. I think that's my lingering symptom from getting COVID is that stupid cough. So every time I get sick now, it's like a cough, right? It just hangs around for months. Ugh. And it's still a thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just mutating and going through its just like the flu, you know.
Right.
It's
the new flu.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law, they get it, I swear to God, it seems like every other month. And they get the newest mutation every single time. And they're like, we're going to die. But they don't ever change anything. Like, no, fuck it, we still got to go out. And it's like, I was like, God almighty, just stop. Just stop. Like, no, we're going to Orlando. It's no big deal. I'm like,
they don't have COVID in Orlando, right?
They come back and they're sicker than shit. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are morons.
But what are they doing that they catch it like everywhere, right? Like,
I don't know, licking handrails and shit. I don't know how you get it.
What are they going to a lot of key parties? Is that what it is? They're going out of state key parties?
Maybe she's doing it, and then she's just tracking it home. I don't even know what that first word is. I am on prednisone and Tylenol. I don't know what that first one.
You almost said it right.
Prednisone?
It was close. Yeah, you're almost there.
I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. That's what happened.
Yeah, you should have hung a left at Albuquerque. What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. This beer for me it's one of those where I don't ever really. It's super hot outside. You know, like today it was like 95 degrees, right? So this would be a nice beer to have because you're not really tasting a lot and it's not lingering. It's not, but that the wit taste, that ginger, I guess it is the ginger or something. Something's hanging around, but it just, the flavor and everything else just dissipates almost immediately. It's crazy. To beat COVID, drink 3 shots of whiskey and take enough nicotine and caffeine and knock out a full-grown elephant. Trust me, I'm a pro. He does get COVID a lot, but that shit don't work. He's always like, well, no, I'm still down, you know, this and that. Yeah, this guy.
I would say he gets COVID so much that I don't think he's gotten over it from the first time.
Maybe.
Like it just keeps going, and the whiskey and the nicotine and the caffeine just kind of carries him through.
Yeah. And he always tries to mention butt stuff. Like whenever it's like, we gotta, I'm like, Jesus, that's a remedy. He goes, yeah. I go, all right, then.
Yeah.
Do it, buddy.
Like, well, I'm good. Like, I'll keep COVID then if that's the remedy.
I'll keep COVID. Just keep it. I don't care. Butt stuff is healthy. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I've never been healthier in my life when that was occurring, but we don't know. This week's been hell. Like I said, it's
this day has been hell.
It's nonstop. Oh, I started from like Saturday, right? The kids flew in Saturday, and then so we got like we got together Saturday night, went to Dave and Buster's. Jesus Christ, I'll talk about that on Wednesday. And it was like, we're going to do a little surprise party for her younger son, right? Junior. And he can't make it. A shocker. I know you're going to be shocked when I tell you he can't make it. He didn't show up. But Frankie was sick, and so, it's like, all right, fine. So then we're sitting there, and finally everybody gets, it took like 2 hours to get everybody else there, but they all showed up, and, it was a long night. We get home, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to bed. And they cracked out the damn karaoke machine, and they're screaming, singing in the living room. Everything's turned up to full volume. I'm in the bedroom. I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. Dude, at what point, have you ever cracked out a karaoke machine at the house?
No. Like, we have one. Like, the youngest got one for Christmas this last year.
Okay.
Oh, she'll bust it out. Like,
so she just randomly does it?
Yeah, she loves to sing. She's singing anyways, and she's like, so she'll bust it out and get the microphone out and just go to town.
So you don't have people over ever, like, adults singing and stuff like that?
No.
I mean, you sing it over here whenever you've had a couple. You stand up and got the microphone, and you're singing a Lonely Girl and a whatever what is the name of that stupid song?
Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah, Don't Stop Believing. You'll stand up, or it's The Outfield.
Your Love.
Yeah. Got my prostate checked last year, and the doctor had both hands on my shoulders, and I'll never return to the dentist. That's weird. That's just so freaking weird.
I don't want to be the one to tell you that something wasn't right there, but he wasn't checking your prostate, bro. Like,
I mean, he could have been.
I mean,
I'm going to tell you right now, Eric from Brutal Beer Works is up on the television right now. He plays for St. Louis on the side. He's a number 6 hitter, and he goes by the name Carlson. That is Eric from Brutal. I got to take a picture of this guy. Pull up Atlanta.
I'm pulling.
Pull up Atlanta. Never trust a dentist behind Sears. That sounds weird altogether. He's done. Oh, he's off the TV.
He wasn't even in the building. He was just out in the parking lot.
What are you doing in a parking lot behind a Sears? Nothing good could happen from there.
It was a pop-up tent.
There you go. So Braves win. The game's over. God almighty. That was Eric from Brutal out there hitting a pop fly. Damn it, man. Get on top of the ball.
Damn it, Eric. So baseball. You want to talk some baseball?
We can. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you know. If you don't want to, that's fine. We're talking about something else.
I said we can.
Okay.
So what else do you need to affirm your question?
I don't know. So you started a new podcast. Well, not really a new podcast, but like a
Monster Strikeout. It's a Sunday special.
Right.
Yeah.
But you want to tell us about that? You want to tell us what you're doing?
Well, since we're all watching baseball, right? We talked about we're going to do more baseball and things like that. And I've been thinking about it for like a week or two. I was like, well, let's see if I actually pull the trigger. And it's like, finally, we got home. Was it Sunday? It's Rangers Roundup, essentially, is what I'm calling it, right? Saber Code in the house. Hello, guys. Hey, Old School. Yep. Old School sending his fellas and his dudes and dudettes over here from the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. So I just, if I'm watching the ball game and I'm really excited, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I used to go live every Sunday anywhere between 7 and 9 p.m. And it was called the Sunday Special. And it was audio and video. Now,
right.
It's just audio only. It's a 15-minute talk
Is
about.
Is it live?
No.
Okay.
You can't catch it live because I don't want to be distracted.
Okay.
So you can't.
Well, I mean, if you're just doing audio, you can do just audio live through Spreaker, and then they could catch it live on Spreaker, but there's no way to interact.
Yeah, I wanted to drop. I think I dropped the first one 9 a.m. this morning, so just to catch the rush hour, or not rush hour, but the workday people and things like that. A quick little 15-minute, stuff that I noticed and I want to talk about the Texas Rangers and how they did in the first series against the Phillies, the upcoming series. Hitting, base running, defense, pitching.
Today, right? Was it 2-0 or 2-1?
They're on right now.
I thought it was the final.
Is the game's over?
I think so.
2-0. So the Orioles come to town and shut them out, blank them. They get one goddamn hit. So, but yeah, I talk about rankings and things like that. What do you fellas think about the pitch clock? I think it's phenomenal. I love it.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
It helps speed the game up so much. Like, I mean, you're again. Typically, the Rangers game will still be going on. The first pitch was 7:05.
Mm-hmm. That's why I questioned it. I go, they're not still going.
2.5 hours in, game's already over.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Game was less than 2.5 hours. Especially if you got a game that's 2-0, like a low scoring game. They're going to be short games. We're going to have at some point in time this season. We're going to have like a 2-hour game.
I don't see why it couldn't be and why it wouldn't be. And this is why we need to get back to, everybody seems to think like this is a new, like, oh, the pitch clock and this and that. I'm like, dude, a 2.5 hour game was not out of the realm of possibilities in the early aughts in the 90s as well. I mean, average game in 1987 through I don't know, year 2000, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. And then all of a sudden, 2016, well, let's say 2014. 2014, it started to get into 3 hours. And then 3 hours and 5 minutes, 3 hours and 7 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's like, dude, something's got to change. And
just kept getting higher and higher.
I really do think, I mean, you go back to the 70s and 80s, it's 2.5 hours. You were in and out of there, man. Just zing, zang, boom. In the 70s, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I mean, you're having the time of your life. You're in and out of there. So I do like I like the rules as far as calling timeout. I like the pitch clock. I like the larger bases. I like the fact that you can only throw to first or throw to a runner only so many times. It's really speeding the game on. Someone said this the other day. It's crisp. And effing right he is. Effing right. I mean, so damn crisp. You're looking for action. You got base stealing going on. I mean, there was more base stolen in the first 3 games of this season than there was, for a month last year. You know what I mean? There's some crazy stat out there. So, turn that.
Yeah, it's a nice time to get back into baseball. Like we talked about it. Like, I mean, you were more into baseball than I have been years past, but you haven't been super into it, right? I think we're both kind of at the point to where we both join fantasy baseball leagues, and we're looking at our roster and we don't know who the hell we have, right? We're looking at all these guys like I have no idea who any of these guys are, but hell, I've got some pretty damn good players. I'm bleeding my.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows that running a small business is a big-time commitment. So this holiday season, they're celebrating hardworking small business owners with a chance to go to iHeartRadio Jingle Ball in Miami on December 16th. Nominate yourself or another small business owner for a chance to win a trip for 2. Includes airfare, 2-night hotel, tickets to the show, plus $1,000 in spending cash. For official rules and entry information, visit iHeartRadio.com/smallbusiness.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
My week matchup right now, like 8-2 or something like that. I'm doing like a weekly. Are you doing weekly head to head or are you doing rotisserie?
I don't know what any of those things mean.
Well, like a head to head is where you go up against another.
It
team.
says versus, so I'm playing somebody.
Okay. So you're head to head. Okay.
But I think for this week it's blank because the week started. I started the league after day one, so I'm trying to get people in order, and apparently they're always on waivers.
That was my thing because like I didn't pick anybody up like right off the bat because I had some guys that were hurt and things like that, or guys that weren't active because I did auto draft, and I was like, oh, they're on waivers until whatever day. Okay, I'll do it then. And then I pulled it up, a couple days later. I was like, oh, shoot, no, they're off waivers tomorrow. Okay. Pulled it up again. I was like, what the is going on?
I did the same thing.
Why the hell are these guys still on? They're always on waivers. Yeah. So it's like, okay. And like the other thing is like, I don't know if you saw, because if you're just doing a default, you just did a default league with Yahoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get 6 ads a week.
Oh, there's a limit?
There's a limit. Oh. You get 6 ads a week. And then like pitching, you only get 20 innings. You get 20 innings of pitching. So depending on what you got going on, you could be out into your 20 innings 2 days into the week and you're done.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
If you got some starters going, some starters that have gone a while, you got someone who goes 8 innings, complete game, something like that. And you got a couple guys that do that. Couple days in, you're done, right?
It's extremely tough. It's tough.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, well, I got these guys that aren't playing. I got to pick some people up. I don't even know who to pick up. Like, yeah. I just have no idea. So it's gonna take a little while to pick things up, to learn, who these people are. Like I did a video for Patreon yesterday talking a little bit about baseball, and I was like, I would be hard pressed to be able to name a player on a team on 10 teams.
Yeah, like, I'm not where I was 10 years ago. I'm just not there. Yeah, and
I'm nowhere close.
And I tell you what, there was nothing better than catching a Sunday night game on ESPN. But now though I'm in because hell, the Rangers were on the Sunday night game this week, and I was like super excited.
That's the first time they've hosted a Sunday night game in 10 years. 2013 was the last time Sunday Night Baseball was in Arlington. They played on Sunday night. I want to say it was 5 years ago. Was the last time they played, and it was in Houston, which I just found out Houston's blacked out for us too. We can't watch Houston games or Rangers games.
Any Texas game, yeah. So I was telling Old School, I was like, he said he can't watch the Royals. I'm like, well, I could probably give you my login for it. But then if you're stationed there in Kansas City at the time, you probably can't even watch those games.
Yeah.
So
yep.
It does suck. Yeah, umps are out of control, but I think the way everything is now, I love the ump cam that they have from time to time. I think you can watch the entire game on like Sunday night because they do
really?
like the Peyton Manning, and the Manning brothers for Sunday night games. They're on ESPN2 calling it. They get
the Manning brothers are calling baseball games.
No, what I'm saying.
in on that.
Yeah, I mean I would be as well. But so they have was it A-Rod or whatever, him and some other dude, they're doing their own thing, but it's all ump cam the entire time, which is actually really cool. Big fan of it. And I'm like, all right, well, I watched like a little bit of it. I go, yeah, no, I need the whole field. I need everything. So I need my normal view. And I really enjoyed it though. Really did enjoy it. The, collecting baseball cards as a kid made it much easier. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, back then you knew everybody because everybody was like a star, right? I mean, hell, if you didn't know who somebody was, they were a super spare.
You had less teams. I mean, you don't have way more teams now, but you've got some extra teams now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to bring this up to you. Do you think there's too many teams in MLB?
Yeah. Any team that draws less than average, I think, need to be just put down. Not put down, shut down. We're not killing players here.
But then you also think about like. You got a team like Oakland, right? Yeah.
That's the first person I thought of when you said it.
Who doesn't spend any money, but they're competitive just about every year, right? But their roster's like I swear I think their roster's like 58 million this year, like
yeah.
And I think the number one team, I think the highest one is almost 200 million more than them. Like
that's crazy.
That's insane. Like. You've got to, like, do you want to say you have to have like a minimum amount that you have to spend? But what if you're not getting guys that are worth that money, right? So now you're upping pay for players that shouldn't necessarily have it. I don't know. Like,
do you want to go off of pay or do you want to go off like performance? Because let me tell you this. So currently right now, the worst team that I always think of too, along with the Oakland A's, the Mariners, or whatever, Tampa Bay Rays, right? No one goes to a Tampa Bay Rays game. They're 4 and freaking 0. I know it's early, and then I said it last night. I go, let's not get excited. I go, but I'm excited, and for the fact that they're 4 and 0, the Twins are 4 and 0. Twins aren't going anywhere. You know what I mean? If you don't want. Get rid of Cleveland. How about that? We got to change the name every 4 and a half years, so you can dump them. But
they've changed their name once.
Washington Nationals? I say get rid of Washington Nationals. And while you're at it,
they just won a World Series, didn't they?
That's what I'm saying. But get rid of the Miami Marlins, too. I got a list of names. I give you some teams.
Miami Marlins, they're a 2-time World Series champion. You're going to get rid of a team that has more World Series than the Texas Rangers? Get rid of the Texas Rangers. They can't win the damn World Series.
And on top of that, I'll let you flip a coin. You can get rid of the Diamondbacks or the Rockies. Choose one. I can give you one team.
World Series?
I can give you one team from each division that I just don't, get rid of them. You know what I mean? But, as long as you're competitive, that's fine. But, everybody's going to have rebuilding. But if you're not willing to spend money and things like that, there's just too many teams, to be honest with you. And we were talking about the playoff system from 20 years ago or 30 years ago, where, hell, only 4 teams got in the playoffs.
You were like, that's not right. I was like, dude, yes, it is.
I totally forgot. Yeah.
I was like, look, I'm pulling it up and showing you. Like, no, that's not right.
The internet's not right. I can guarantee on that. I think I would like fantasy baseball. That would help me get into it. It's helping me a little bit, but unfortunately, I think it's a little too tedious and daily for me. So,
I think it's really early in the season though for us to really help us right now, because we're just adding people that we have no idea who they are, right? And dropping people we have no. Like I have a player. I'm like, man, should I drop? Like I got like Jock Peterson. I know him. I've heard of him. Home run derby winner, right? You won the home run derby one year or something?
A couple years ago.
Yeah. Won a World Series, I think. But I'm like, oh, I know this guy, but he's playing like crap. So I'm like, do I get rid of him? Like,
hey, you hold on. You hold. I suffer every year with my
several foul tips. What do I do?
Oh God, suffer every year with your home team, the Pirates. We can't watch our home teams here in Texas because it's if you don't have ballots, you can't watch them, which is absolutely insane. But
I think that's the same across the board for all these cities, really, though.
Yeah, you can't watch them unless you have ballots, or their own local, they're nationally televised. Alan's a Detroit fan. I like 5 teams. And luckily, I watch those teams. I watch the Reds. I watch the Braves. I watch the Sox. I just can't watch the Rangers. But when the Rangers are on Fox, ESPN, or whatever else channel they can put out there, I'm in. I'm totally in. So, but yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it. I really do enjoy MLB TV. I recommend it for anybody who wants to kind of just, they have a section that's almost like the Red Zone, right? It's called the Big Inning. And they're bouncing around. They're putting up multiple channels. And let me tell you something. Opening day was crazy, awesome, chaotic. Loved every second of it.
Oh, yeah. It was a great time. Although I kind of narrowed in on I watched the whole Tigers game. Like I was going to watch the Tigers now, but they're playing Houston, so I can't watch it. Blacked out, although we were beating Houston 2-0 last I saw.
I got the Stros. I'm betting on every single. I'm taking the Stros and I'm taking the Yankees in every game, and we're going to see how it goes for the season. Y'all are up 5-4 in the top of the fourth, or top of the ninth.
There we go.
Yeah,
top of the ninth.
Top of the ninth.
Yeah, Yankees are working out for you right now. They're up 8-1. They won 8-1 over Philly. Philly's 0-4 now.
They're terrible.
They were just in the World Series.
I'm betting the house on the Yanks tomorrow. Betting the house. Because they're going against Phillies. Phillies are 0-4. They just got swept by the Rangers. You should check out Rangers Roundup Sunday nights. It's released. You know what? When I thought about it, and I was sitting there talking to Lizzie, I was like, "What'd you think?" She goes, "Oh, it's good. It sounded good." I go, capping it at 15 minutes. I go, but you know what? It finally matches our name. I'm sitting there drinking a beer and we're talking baseball. I was like, Strikeout Beer. It comes from slow pitch softball. If you strike out, you owe beer. So that's how the name was created, or where we got it from. But yeah, I was like, finally, right? Because I mean, really, it was funny when we started the show. We created the podcast. All we did was talk about fantasy football.
Our fantasy football podcast was named Strikeout Beer.
We're such idiots. A lot of beer. We've had a lot of beer. I'll tell you that.
So much beer. It's ridiculous the amount of beer that we've had.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what you got?
How much did your pants wiggle when you heard Tiger was rolling into the Masters?
I'm just now hearing this.
Jesus Christ. Come on. That's page 1 shit right there.
I'm sorry. I've been locked into baseball. Get off my back.
Man, he's there. They let the live tour guys in. I mean, they're going to run it. Let's be honest. If anybody's watched PGA, it's I've talked about this at length.
Live's worse. Live is worse.
I've never watched one live golf game. I haven't watched one match. I don't know why I said game. I haven't watched one.
You can get it on UPN 21.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
UPN 21.
UPN airs live golf live.
I was looking for it where it was, and all this shit. I was like, why do I have to go find this shit? Why isn't it on so ESPN? I can watch PGA, and so I love the fact that it's on ESPN Plus. I can sit there and watch it, but there's really only 3 or 4 people I want to watch. Everyone else is out there just fucking shanking balls, hitting into bunkers, missing 4-foot putts, missing 3-foot putts, missing 1-foot putts. I mean, if I could just watch myself, I'll go out to the golf course and do this. What's up, Cracker Jack? How you doing, pal?
But here's the thing with live: there's no cuts. You don't get cut in live, and you play 3 rounds. So guess what? You just go out there and dick around. These guys are making a guaranteed $150 million in 4 years. So where's the incentive to do good?
Yeah.
You have none. You have zero incentive. And it's shown in the product. The product has been crap.
Yeah. And the PGA lost all their good players. So now they got a handful.
They lost Phil. Okay.
No. What? You think Brooks Koepka? Did he ring a bell? Let's see. Hold on.
Brooks Koepka Brooks Koepka is majors or nothing. That's it. He's just in for majors, and he's all or nothing. He's either going to win it or he's going to finish last place.
All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and I'm going to run. Wait, hold on. This list is inaccurate. This list is inaccurate.
You were thinking this idea, but you started looking at your list. You're like, wait a minute, I don't want to do this.
Well, no, because it mentioned Tiger, and I go, Tiger's not on Live Tour, so I think it's / professional golf players. So earnings, they got individual earnings. I thought they got bonuses and shit over there or something. No? I thought they signed like $40 million to go over there and play, right?
No, they signed absurd amounts. But here's the thing that I heard, so they signed these like guaranteed contracts, right? You get $150 million, you play 4 years.
Yeah.
You can't, if you back out of it, you owe like 3 times what you made. They guaranteed you. Huh. So if you signed a 4-year, $150 million contract, it's going to cost you $600 million to get out of it.
Good. It should. Why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you got all these guys that went over there, right? And some of them are good. Some of them are spares and whatnot. But I'm telling you, it left the PGA just in crisis mode. I mean, you have Rory every week. You got Jordan Spieth that hadn't hit a shot that he's liked since probably 1997. He hates every shot. The fucking thing hits the pin and dribbles away from that. He goes, tossing a club and shit. I'm like, oh, my God.
Was Jordan alive in 97? I don't know.
Maybe he was born in 97. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm pretty excited. Like I said, Tiger's back. When Tiger is back, it's booming, baby. I mean, it is booming. Looking forward to seeing this week. I love the Masters. I highly recommend anybody, if you get a chance to go there, you go there. The lottery is every single year. I think it's called Masters.com. Go on there, check it out, because the prices for tickets are not insane, right? I think the non-Thursday to Sunday.
It's all controlled. The Masters controls it all.
Yeah.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
There's no secondary market for it or anything like that. Like, if you're caught selling your tickets, you're banned for life from getting tickets.
Yep.
So I want to say it was something like $100 or something like that, 120 or something like that for the day.
They raised it recently, because back when I got to go, it was 50 for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and it was 100 for Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
And so you're there drinking $3 beers, eating $2 sandwiches.
That's the thing. They've controlled the prices on the course, too. It's not like, hey, sweet, I scored some free Cowboys tickets. Oh, crap. It's $32 beer night.
It's $65 to park. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazier than shit. But yeah, no, I highly recommend it. And when Tiger's there, I'm all in. I'm all for it, and everybody else should be as well. Now, let's go ahead and talk. Let's move to Stars real quick. How excited that the Stars are going to make the playoffs? They should make it at least.
I mean, I don't care.
You don't care at all?
Fan. No, I'm a Red Wings fan.
The Red Wings aren't making the playoffs, are they?
I don't know. We might be. We're down towards the bottom. I'm not as big into hockey as I used to be, because the Red Wings just haven't been good. Like, and we don't really have a lot of guys that I like enjoy. Like, I'm not gonna say that I enjoy cheering for. It's not the same. It's not the same as it was, right? Mm-hmm. There's a couple guys. We're 7th in the Atlantic Division right now.
Okay.
So I think that puts us in the playoffs, right? Is that how that works? No, that's not how that works. That's conference. Yeah. And I mean, and they moved us over to the Eastern Conference. We used to be in the Western. We're not eliminated yet. We're still in it. Mm-hmm. But
let's just say this: if it started today, you wouldn't be in. Stars would be a 3 seed. You know, in a pretty tough division with the Wild, the Avalanche, and the Kraken. The Knights are, looking at the number 1 seed in theirs, and then you have Carolina Hurricanes and then Boston Bruins. All these number 1 seeds, super tough.
The crazy thing is this time last week the Stars were in first place in the conference.
They've
dropped down to 6th.
They've kind of slid around a little bit.
it's not been good as of late, right? They're on a bit of a slump. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10, and everyone above them has been better.
I mean, they're 4-0 right now. Like, they're up 4-0 against the Predators. So you got to get those dubs in when you can, and they're crushing them right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you should be beating the Predators. You're a better team than them.
Well, Predators are 38-29. I mean, they're a plus 500 team. The issue is they run into the Flyers. They're going to play the Flyers on Thursday, and then the Knights. They're going to this. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I'm not even in town. The Golden Knights are coming here for a 2:30 game against the Stars. I love Saturday games.
In Vegas?
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, no, Jesus, that'd be my luck. I'll be out of town. But that's the thing about being here and on like a Saturday and the Stars are playing. You're catching a 1:30, 2:30 game. You're done by 5 o'clock. You're hanging out downtown, roaming bar to bar at that point. Get out of that $20 beer. I'm telling you, $20 beer night sucks.
It sucks so bad.
So you got a pregame, maintain, then exit, and then full throttle. Throttle down all the way. Now, there is one team in the Metroplex that's absolutely in despair, and that's your Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks,
my Mavericks.
They probably won't make the playoffs. They are in a tailspin of hell. I at this point, I say just get rid of Luka, get rid of Kyrie, get rid of everybody. Just rebuild the shit out of it.
The crazy thing is since they've traded for Kyrie, I want to say their record is something along the lines of 4-12 or something like that. Like when they played together, when Luka and Kyrie played together, they've lost 3 straight. They're 3-7 in their last 10. You're not even in the play-in game.
Nope.
You're out of the play-in game. Now you're a game back of the play-in behind OKC, which luckily they lost the other night too. But the problem is you're not winning games. Hell, there's reports going out there that they're talking about shutting down Kyrie and Luka for the rest of the season, and just saying, you know what, we're done.
Yeah, that'll sell tickets. I mean, you lost to the Hornets, right? The Hornets are 24-51. You lost by 8. You know, the Hawks are even.
You lost to the Grizzlies back-to-back nights when the Grizzlies didn't have Ja. Ja wasn't on the team. This was when Ja was going through his, I'm going to pistol whip kids and pull out guns and clubs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you got no Ja, and you're getting crushed.
Yeah. They play tomorrow. They actually play on April 5th, Wednesday. So Wednesday we'll have the game up because they're going to televise it against the Kings. The Sacramento Kings are, I don't even know what their record is.
They're the number 3 seed in the Western Conference right now.
There you go. So they're going to get crushed. I'm going to take the under. And it's absolutely insanity. I think, I'm sure Mavs fans, the Mavs fans for life are just losing their ass like crazy because they had it, right? They had it a couple months ago. You talk about this team a month and a half, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, they're winning the
just before the Kyrie trade. You were like a number 5 seed. You're like a 5-6 seed. And then you trade for Kyrie, who's a top 5 player in the league. Like, he's one of the best players in the league. And he's played great for you guys. The problem is when you have those 2 guys on the court at the same time, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to work with each other, which is insane because they both have high basketball IQs. Both those guys know what they're doing. They know how to play the game. Kyrie has shown he can play. He's played with others before, right? He's only had success with LeBron. LeBron's the only player that he's played with where he's had success. Outside of that, he's been a part of all these other little super teams, and nothing's come of it. But what? And then you got Luka, who's your future, right?
Not anymore.
But he can't play with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, you have to surround him by a bunch of just dudes.
Well, the reason why they don't work together, don't play together, they're the same player, right? They play the same damn position. They don't know what to do because, hell, that one game ended the night we were sitting here watching, they were just passing the fucking ball between each other. I'm like, one of you just need to take a shot and you win the game.
Here's what they are. There are 2 kids in middle school who are in love with each other. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Those bring back some long ass nights.
Hey, we'll hang up at the same time, okay?
I'd just fall
2,
asleep.
3. You didn't hang up.
Oh,
Why
man.
didn't you hang up?
I would just stay asleep. I would fucking fall asleep. Wake up, I'm like, holy shit, the phone's still off the hook, But yeah, no, you're right. It's they don't know how to coexist because they're the same player. They went out and got the same damn player that they already had, and Luka's been like gaining weight, been just bitching about every call.
That problem with Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Luka has always been. He shows up out of shape. It takes him 2 months into the season before he gets in shape. You worry about him being motivated and things like that. Like, Luka's a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah, he's great playing basketball. Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
But he's nothing anymore, really.
Mm-hmm.
So Ohtani just go yard? What?
I'm on a commercial. I don't even know what I'm watching.
Oh, I think that might have been earlier because now he's on the bench. So that might have been a replay. I don't know.
Well, yeah, so Dallas sports is in disarray, but I just can't wait for the season to be over for the Mavs. I'm looking forward to how the Stars perform in the playoffs. I'm so excited that Rangers baseball is back and booming right now. And, Cowboys, I'm sure they'll F up their offseason as much as they can, even though they've had a pretty decent offseason. Who cares? Because they're not going anywhere, right? This is. You ever seen the chart that goes around like this? Oh, we them boys. This is our season. This is what we're gonna. Then you're in this part, where it's like, yeah, our season's about to start. We're doing great now. Offseason. Here we come. We them boys, and then just wait. It's coming back around because it's not going to do anything.
So real quick, let's recap the fire pit wit from Busted Sandal. Super light, super crushable. This is that beer that you drink when you're done mowing the lawn, right? You're done mowing the lawn. This is that beer. This is staying up, drinking out by the pool all day long, crushing the beer. Not what I was expecting from the beer, but still good. Just it caught me off guard is what I'm going to say. Not what I expected, but again, it's a super light, super crushable beer, which is something you need here in Texas, right? You're getting beat down by the sun, by the heat. This is something that can get you through that.
Yeah,
that's what I'll say about that.
Little too light for me. Little too watery towards the end. I really wouldn't even have thought I was drinking a craft beer, to be honest with you. It's an interesting style. Now, like I said, Belgian style wit beers are usually a little bit tart, if not sour, a little bit, because you get that little, this one just faded away immediately, and it is what it is. I love the can art. Can art gets a 10 out of 5 because I love the colors. I love the wild ass colors, the blue, the yellow, the pink, the black, and
calls your attention off the shelf.
Yeah.
If you're walking down the beer aisle, this beer is going to scream "Buy me," is what it's going to do.
Now, this is my only beer I've ever had from Busted Sandal, so I'll have to check out some other ones, see if I can get my hands on some more, and just kind of see. Because if it's, I have another beer, say I have an amber, or if I go get an IPA, and it drifts off like that, then I can blame this one on me. But if I have more that it says it's going to be higher ABV, or not, higher ABV, higher IBUs, things like that, and it just kind of fades away and it doesn't kick me in the teeth, and it didn't just overtake my mouth. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And again, like I had a Pilsner and a lager while I was there, and I was underwhelmed by those. Very, very light, kind of like this, right? Very light, very crushable. Expected a little bit more flavor, but now with your lagers, they're not going to be overpowering with flavor, right? But expected a little bit more. Your Pilsners will have some more flavor to them. That's the appeal to the Pilsner, right? You're getting something that's not as light as your lagers, but a little bit more flavor, a little bit more taste in that. The Hefeweizen I had was really good, though. I really did enjoy their Hefeweizen. They really knocked that one out of the park, I thought. So
nice. Yeah. So there you go.
And right now I'm drinking from finishing up the show with from Wild Acre, Texas Blonde, Imperial Pineapple, which is a beer we've had
Imperial.
multiple times. It's a beer I always keep in stock in the fridge because this is her favorite beer. She finds out I'm drinking it. I might get yelled at, but whatever.
Did you say that's the Imperial with the pineapple? Is that what you said? Pineapple?
Yeah, the Imperial
Okay.
Pineapple, the Texas Blonde Imperial, because they have the Texas Blonde, and then they have the Texas Blonde Imperial Pineapple,
Okay.
which is a little bit more flavorful than the blonde. You really pick up that pineapple taste in it, and I think a little bit higher on the ABV scale on this one. I think.
Yeah, no, it's Imperial.
I'd have to double check that, but this is 7.5% on this bad boy.
Yeah. With Imperials, you're going to get anything above 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Yep.
It just keeps going higher. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the beer. It just kind of reminded me of drinking non-alcoholic beers. And if you're new to the show, we actually have non-alcoholic beers every Wednesday night for the late show, 9 p.m. Central Time. We've had local beers, non-local beers, international beers, things like that. So we're across the globe when it comes to NAs, and we've had damn near every craft beer NA there is. So, and this is what it kind of reminded me of. It reminded me of an NA beer where it's just like, oh, okay, you get some flavor up front, then it just kind of goes away. But, yep, that's going to do it. Run us out of here, Bill.
Oh, we done? Okay. Well, been fun, guys. Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. No, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We'll be back Wednesday. We're going to talk Dave and Buster's for an hour and a half. Tune into the All Dave and Buster's show. It's gonna be awful, just like everything else we put out there for you guys. If you get a chance to, check out the Rangers Roundup. Anywhere you get your podcast, that's audio only. Mr. Rapid Dave breaking down this last week for the Texas Rangers. It's going to be a weekly show, guys. Hopefully. That's what he's committed to. We'll see. Tune in. Listen to baseball talk. How's that sound? Sounds good. But as always, I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The bubble got me. The bubble got me. Ah! We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.
Recently, our client John met his banker to discuss plans for a clean energy building. What he found was a shared passion for building something more. Momentum for change. First Horizon Bank. Let's find a way. Go to firsthorizon.com/John.